Hey, BassGeek here, and I've got an exciting new bait I'm going to show you that's a play on one of the best old school winter baits there ever was. That's right, geeks. I'm going to tell you, I'm going to share with you, I'm going to show you an incredible new bait. Now, I run into a problem on one of my favorite lakes to fish. The bass smallmouth gets super deep. We're talking the last time I was there, and it was way warmer than it is today. It's not even going to get over freezing today. They were already 55 to 65 feet deep. And the thing is, as it gets colder, those bass get down to 85 feet deep. Now, we aren't talking about smallmouth, but we kind of discovered this last year, and these bass would get in these huge schools of alewives in the guts of the creeks and the ditches, and they would be moving around real fast. Well, the problem is, we were dropping ounce baits down. They were moving so fast in the dead cold of winter that those baits wouldn't get down there. But something that we did discover when they're inside those ball of shads, the slightest vibration got you bit. Well, we got a lot of vibration for them. Let me show you what it is. So what's the old bait with a new twist? It is this right here. This thing has helped me get down to those deep bass. It's got a great profile. Now the head, what I love about it, it's actually made to be able to protect your hook. So if you want to fish this thing up shallow, you can actually run it through and it will keep these hooks protected, as you can see, as it turns on in. So what's great about this, as you throw it out there, you want to get it deep, it's going to fall with a head down profile straight to the bottom. When those bass are in those balls of shad feeding, the least amount of vibration calls them to it, and they destroy that vibration. Because at 80 feet deep, there's not a lot of light penetration, even in the clearest of water, that's getting down there. So a little bit of vibration gives them something different to be able to target. And that's why I like the Hawkeye blade bait. This thing's pretty incredible. This is the shad color, and this is the 1 1/2 ounce. I picked up 3 sizes. This is the sizes that they come in right here. These are all the shad colors, but this is 1 ounce, also in the shad color, but this is the 3/4 ounce. But another thing I love about these is these have 5 holes in them. And so you can move it forward or back and adjust how the bait runs and how much vibration that it has. They also come in 5 colors. Now, we've already showed you the shad. This one is bluegill. This is silver. Next is spring crawl. This is one of my favorites, bone. Last but not least, you gotta have a gold. So I'm just gonna leave it in the center hole. It's the best of all worlds. We're just gonna tie that pitsine knot. This is gonna be a fun one to try. We're just gonna go 6 times, 6 to 7 times, most of the time. You just pull it down, wet it. Try not to stick your lip with the clip. Pull it up tight, and then cut your tag in. Ready to go. All right, geeks, before we go on, it is below freezing out here. It is very dangerous. Water temps in the low 40s. Ice in our guides all day. I'm gonna tell you, be safe. And that means boat effects steps. Make sure you go check out boat effects. And I don't have a single issue getting up and down them. They've never come loose on me. They're extremely worth it. They make my life so much easier getting on the Green Goblin. Plus got a discount. Go check them out. All right, so let's talk about rod, reel, and line setup. That is hugely important when it comes to these things, especially because these are a little bit heavier. For me, I use pretty much the same as I use with my smaller flutter spoons during the summer, my small vertical spoons that I like to fish during the winter time, and that is my TFO option right here. This is a 7/6 heavy fast action. Love the color, love the layout of these rods. And this is with my Fitzgerald, I believe it's the VDL 10. This is a high speed reel. It's an 8 1-to-1. It matches this combo perfectly. Love the silver on it. It's a great reel. It's handled the heavy baits so far real well. I pair this with 12-pound fluorocarbon. This is K9 12-pound Pro 100. Remember, guys, go check it out right here, 10% off, but be sure you get the Pro 100 if you're looking for 100% fluorocarbon. The fluoro is a co-poly, which I love for horizontal baits, for really even using for something like this with treble hook baits on it. Spinner baits, chatter baits, it's great for that. It's got a little bit of stretch. I like rods on the heavier side, so the co-poly, the fluoro, is real good for that. I'm also fishing a lot of clear water, and even though that's super clear, I still like the feel of my Pro 100. So there's a lot of great ways to fish these baits. You can literally chunk and wind. You can yo-yo it, which is my favorite thing to do. You can vertical fish them. They can be fished so many different ways. What I like to do is find balls of shad or find schools of fish, let it sink to the bottom, and just barely give it a little hop up. To me, it really draws in, like I've said, it really draws in if those bass are in those balls of shad, especially if they're deep or even shallow. That vibration draws them to that bait. If you're fishing it on the bottom, you definitely don't want to overhop it. You're not ripping it like you would something in the summer. You're just going to give it little rod raises. You know, maybe a foot, 2 foot, just so you feel it vibrate, you know, 3, 4, 5 times little vibration. That's all you want. Let it sink back to the bottom and immediately do it again. Hook set, most of the time, I'm coming straight up or a 45-degree angle. I'm going to get that rod tip down because it's a lot of metal. It's a lot of treble hooks, and I'm going to keep it down low. The bass aren't going to fight as much, but you get around some of those smallmouth, they can be real mean. And just keep the rod tip low so they don't jump. Boat hop them into the boat, or make sure you got a net. Land those fish. Don't recommend, you know, thumbing these bass. Hey, you might not feel your extremities, but you will feel that hook going in. All right, geeks, so I hope you make sure you go check out these blades, but I know it's not topwater season, but there's going to be a lot of sales going on, so you might want to check out this video right here. That is the Papa Walker. I'm telling you, it's the only topwater you need. It does so many things, does it well, and it will get you big bites. As always, questions, comments in the comment section below. Like it if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you ring that bell so you can be part of the 100% Watch Squad. And as always, you geeks rock.